Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our Creative Art series. Today we have the pleasure of getting to talk with the owner and founder, Mr. Curtis Jones of SAVA Vanilla. So Curtis, can you tell me a little bit about your product?
Yeah, so we carry all things vanilla. So we carry vanilla beans, gourmet, extract grade, vanilla extract, double fold extract, paste, you name it, we have all things vanilla.
Wonderful. And I want to know, how did you even get started in the vanilla industry?
Well, my wife and I used to live in Madagascar for a couple years and got to know the farmers, the people there, and 85% of the world's vanilla comes from that region. And so as we were out with the people in the village, just learning their language, meeting them, building relationships, we got to learn a little bit about vanilla. When we had to come home back to America, we just looked for ways that how can we stay connected to the people in a holistic, impactful way. And so we looked at vanilla, and we talked with them about, before starting this, what does it look like if we partner with you guys and source our vanilla from you and just import that here in America and do our best to build that bridge.
Wow, it's such an incredible story to know that when you're purchasing SAVA product, not only are you getting a good quality vanilla, but you're also, you know, helping your partners in Madagascar. How long have you been sourcing your vanilla, and how long has SAVA been around?
Well, SAVA has been around, the dream of the company, for several years. I would say 6-7 years. We launched in October of 2019, and so we're fairly new, just a couple years in.
So of course SAVA products can be found on your website, but you can also find them in quite a few retail locations, and we also are in one of your wholesale locations today. We are in Christopher Elbow. And we'll get to see the process and how SAVA product is utilized in Christopher Elbow chocolates. Guys, so I have the wonderful pleasure of introducing to you the one and only Mr. Christopher Elbow. So Christopher, how long have you guys been around and been in Kansas City?
I've been in Kansas City most of my life, but we started our business in 2003. So we just celebrated our 18th anniversary.
Wow. So obviously your chocolates are like no other, especially here in the city. Tell me a little bit about the creative process and what inspires you to make such creative chocolates.
So we started out just wanting to make the most beautiful creations we could, using the best ingredients we could. So getting the best chocolate in the world, which has been a constant evolution over the course of our business. And then also pairing different flavor combinations that you typically don't expect with chocolate.
Right.
Kind of bordering to some of the savory sometimes. But we're very thoughtful about how we craft those and how we balance those flavors with the chocolate.
Absolutely. I also have to say, your presentation is amazing. I mean, when you open a box of your chocolates, it's a whole entire experience. You know, it's not just a quick little pop in the mouth. I mean, you're tasting it, absorbing all the flavors. So when you're sourcing your product, of course, as we spoke with Curtis earlier, his vanilla is within your chocolates.
Yep.
So how did you and Curtis connect, and why did you pick SAVA?
So we've been using Madagascar Vanilla for essentially the life of our business. It's interesting, Curtis and I have a couple connections. Madagascar was the very first cacao farm that I went to visit. Okay. So I've actually been there, and we went to the same regions where they grow the vanilla. We visited a vanilla farm. So it's been a very special product for me. And then Curtis is also from my hometown, Liberty. So we have that in common as well. But, you know, we just connected. I think we saw him on Instagram or somewhere and got in touch with him and loved what he's trying to do in Madagascar. And then of course the product is second to none.
Wonderful. All right, I have one more very, very, very important question for you. It might be kind of hard. At the moment, because I'm sure it changes, but at the moment, what is your favorite chocolate?
At the moment, since we're kind of in Christmas production, we make this speculoos truffle that is actually one of my favorite things. So it's got this nice spice to it and this crunch. But I typically go for the things that are more salty. So macadamia praline, salted caramel, things that are a little less sweet. That's kind of where my palate leans to.
Wow. Well, thank you for giving Kansas City such a fun place to come to enjoy chocolate. I think I came here for the first time. My dad brought me here, and he had to warn me. He said, you can't just eat these, you have to enjoy them. I think I was probably 9 or 10. So thank you for giving Kansas City such a fun place to enjoy.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You guys will also be able to find Christopher Elbow chocolates tagged down below, so you can visit their page as well. Thank you for joining us today, guys, and also a huge thank you to Curtis Jones and also Mr. Christopher Elbow and his entire team. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next week.